Well, first of all, congratulations, Georg, for this win. It was a very interesting game with a lot of twists right from the opening. Can you take us through and what you think about has happened here? You were back to your favorite, yeah?
Actually, I was getting seriously ashamed of the way I was playing the last games, since I lost twice to Vacher in one game. Kind of broke me completely, it seems. And yeah, so I'm happy that today I played, a reasonable game of chess, and even Magnus on the way out said it was not bad, so I guess it was not bad.
Yeah, it looked quite impressive. So how did you feel? I mean, you had now 4 consecutive losses. I don't know if you ever had that in your life.
Not, yeah. And also the way I lost, I can't recall this happening before. But okay, let's talk about today's game. So I actually had intended to play another opening before the tournament started, but yesterday I decided, okay, the way things are going, I have to stick to what I know well and not experiment. And it's actually the 3rd time I play my Rubinstein French against him, and maybe Vichy is just running out of ideas, so didn't have anything in store before this tournament started, because I didn't quite understand what he was doing.
You kind of had a game like this against him already in GRENKE, yeah?
Bishop e3, yes, he played that once against me.
And also you had a game against Caruana 2 years ago, yeah?
I think it was last year even. But yeah, in any case at the GRENKE tournament. So yeah, this is a very topical line, Bishop e3. I mean, point is of course not to allow black to play c5 anytime soon. So I'm suffering from a lack of space in general. I'm not sure what the point of his move for this, because he can start with bishop g5 here, and okay, here there is such a move, so maybe he just wanted to get this position. This was my game against Fabiano. I'm not okay, since then there must have been some other games. And rook he1 is really nothing special, I believe, so this is why I think he didn't prepare too seriously for this. So bishop f3 is kind of forced. Now I get to trade a few pieces. Of course he could take on f6, but I mean, it's just nothing. The computer generally likes such things for white, but I mean, there no point, yeah. So I hadn't checked this before the game, but I remembered that this is how I'm supposed to play. And here basically the question is, do I play c3 immediately or do I start with king g7? And I gave him more options, but I don't think it was necessarily bad. For example, if he plays d5, I will play c3 because I don't want his queen to land on c3, and that will be a very annoying pin. So after c3, de, there would be, I think, queen e7, something like this. And I believe this position is quite unclear. So anyways, he played c3, and now, of course, my only counterplay is clear. I have to go b5, b4.
Somehow this g3, g4 was slightly mysterious to us.
Yeah, to me as well. Of course, h4 looks natural. I wasn't sure yet if I will play g4 or if I can even do this, because it's quite hard for him to attack this pawn. Or I mean, if he plays queen e3, eventually I can take on e4. So something like this I thought is absolutely playable for me.
So you are not afraid of this h file and the g5 weakness, yeah? Because you always have time to take on e4 whenever
like
you
I
feel
said, he actually doesn't manage to. I always have some way to slow him down.
Yeah, for example, okay, ag, I protect, for example, a3, and then you hit me with a5,
yes.
Right? That's the key idea.
And then ba, rook b3, already I probably take over the initiative at some point.
Yeah, so he should try to break with d4, d5.
Yeah, I believe he played g4, kind of hoping for b4, and now he goes d5. And of course taking on c3 would be completely silly. I just improve his pieces, and I was looking at this for a long time actually. So here rook f1, and now it's kind of forced. And fortunately I realized that here he can just play rook d7, and it looks like I'm getting mated.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I saw that b4 is not working on account of this line, so I played queen d6, because it just looks like I win a tempo. I thought he maybe has to go h3 objectively, but then I play b4 and I'm happy.
And if he goes bishop c2 here, you play queen f4, or you still take the pawn?
No, I will not play queen f4. I mean, I'm not... At this point, I'm trying to get counterplay and not just to survive. I don't know if I would take on h2, yeah. Why not? Okay.
Yeah, so g3 is not scaring you at all.
No, g3 of course is horrible. So this I will not take. Then b4.
Yeah, b4. And yeah, and now at least I have this rook f1. I mean,
yeah, but I even have knight d5, queen e4, rook h8. You're not mating me so easily.
With rook f7, no?
I mean, okay, like
rook
this.
Rook f1 and knight d5, queen e4.
Okay, you have rook f7, queen g6, queen g7.
Okay, you might just have knight f6 here back
Yes.
as well. Yeah, I mean, you are so solid, yeah?
Yeah, knight f6, you're right.
Yeah.
And actually, you need to repeat because bc is coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the position looks so tricky.
Yeah. And also, after playing queen d6, I realized that often after d5 I will just go e5. And so, I mean, it's quite safe for me. I mean, at least I have enough time to get my counterplay going.
Yeah, and then when did you feel that you can already look for more than
after rook f1, I felt that now he's just trying to bail out. I felt he's...
so immediately, yeah, you felt that this is...
And okay, this seems forced. And I just couldn't believe that I'm not seriously better here. So, of course, one natural move would be b4, but he gets back with his pieces, and I thought I can't be much better here. So, rook c5 felt very natural to keep his queen out of the game, but the issue is, of course, that f7 is weak, and I need to be very precise. When I went for this, the line I calculated was rook f5, e3, and my point was that here I'm just winning, because I have queen g3 and there is no stopping e2. And when I went for rook c5, at first I overlooked king c1. I had realized in the meantime that this is probably the only move. The only other idea would be to play a3 and king a2, and then hope that, well, nothing concrete works for me. So I played king c1, and now to keep the initiative there is no other move than before. If he takes like this looks extremely scary for him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, basically once this position appeared with the rook c5 on move 25, I mean, our feeling was that white should not be able to survive this.
Yeah. Then I don't know if I did anything wrong, because, well, I don't think that I was clearly winning, but I also didn't see any alternatives for me. So I went rook b8, rook b5. Of course, here it's important he doesn't give a check, because if he gives a check, then f6, and this is game over because the queens stay on the board. So he took.
We were wondering if you had anything better than getting into this endgame, or...
That's what I'm saying, I didn't really see it.
And your time was ticking down.
Yes.
So you felt that this is a practical way, and you still hope to have chances here, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought he has to go rook d2. Thought I will repeat once, to get closer to move 40 and then take here. And after d6, it's not so simple, because this h-pawn is just running. I actually saw this line, even with little time, that here I will just make a queen.
Yeah.
Because rook d1, and now I just queen. Although, okay, I can just protect g5.
Yeah, and then did you think that he has a way, for example, with d6?
That's, I think, the only try. I mean, if it works, it will be a draw. And I was not sure if I can win here. I mean, okay, I can do this. My feeling was that most likely it's a draw, but well, what can I do?
Yeah, I mean, feeling-wise, it should be a draw, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a draw, and he just blundered, yeah, this
yeah.
idea.
But it's pretty, because of course he thought that his king gets out when he takes on c4.
Well, in fact, it gets out, but
yes.
it loses, yeah?
Yeah,
so
that was nice.
You just show us this?
Yeah, the point is that I pick up his rook. Sorry, like this, and rook d2.
Yeah. Well, a very nice victory. It's clear that it was a much needed victory for you after all this, and we really hope that this gives you the strength and energy for the last remaining games. Who do you still have?
Fabiano and Arkady.
Yeah,
so if I manage to play two decent games of chess, I will probably leave the tournament with a positive feeling.
Good, thank you very much, Georg, for taking us through the game. It was very interesting strategical battle with a very nice ending. Congrats and best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.